I've been training meticulously for the last 10 minutes to get my mind in the sort of target audience for this kind of game. So I've been listening to teenage rock for the last 10 minutes. Matchbox 20 and Boys Like Girls. You couldn't have more generic sort of teenage names if you tried. I think I'm now ready to really start enjoying this lovely Japanese game. Sorry. Hearing my wordless protest, Himeno pulled her hands away. I get playing the Who Am I game while covering someone's eyes, but covering someone's mouth too was just like Himeno. Fuck, no, we were going to call her Davette, weren't we? See? I've already got my mind in a teenage girl. I'm not thinking things through before I do them. I'm failing as a teenage girl. No, hang on. No, I'm succeeding as a teenage girl. Awesome. When I puff up, it's probably a boy's fault, right? When I puff out my cheeks and object, Davette just smiles at me. It's because you were staring into space, May. Not saying that word. It's not a real word. Instead of apologizing, Davette blew on the nape of my neck. That sounds vaguely sexual. Without thinking, I made a weird sound. Even more sexual now. Embarrassed, I looked around 2 or 3 times, but the pedestrians walked by seemed unperturbed and didn't even look our way. Well, that's Japan for you. You know some of the weird shit they get up to. I know this is true. I've seen Japanese porn. The culprit who had surprised me moves in front of me before I realize it. You're mean, Davette. But I got to hear something good. No, you didn't. More ever. Is that a... whatever. As I say that, I checked the time on my smartphone. It's 3 minutes to noon, our agreed time upon meeting time. It's not time yet. How rare. That's rude. Jeez. Yeah, sure, you can go from those 2 emotions. I mean, how cute. I'll make you make a weird noise again. Saying that, Davette opens and closes her fingers in small, swift, grasping motions. At times like this, I know I had better change the subject or get messed with by Davette again. Oh, haha, such glorious bants. I think that's something the kids say. Oh, by the way, did you buy a new one? You mean my necktie? Yes, I did. I saw Billy Joel and I was like, I can't help myself. Yes, I did. I thought I should get one to match my shorts. I am no fashion expert. I have no idea whether that's correct or not. You and I haven't hung around since around midterms, May. If I buy something today, I'll be really out of money. What about the aquarium? You're still set on finding out about the urban legends then? Of course, that's my #1 goal. But as usual, I can't count the things I want to do on just one hand. Okay, I get it. As long as I eat cookies and cream, that is absolute. That is absolute. I'm not sure that sentence makes any sense in English. Oh, hang on. Japanese girl. Come on, power yourself tonight. How cute. I haven't forgotten. Anyway, May, aren't your sandals new? Oh, come on, we can't even see those. Davette says as she looks at my feet, talking about 3 times as fast as she does in class. Yeah, nice, aren't they? Yeah, they're super cute. How cool, I want a pair too. Okay. Nope, then we'll be too similar. And these are the only pair of sandals I have for the summer. Oh my god, get on with it. What the fuck is going on? Talking like this, it puts me at ease. Oh, it does the opposite to me. Unlike myself, who's childish, Davette knows a lot more about fashion and trends. Even here in Manten, it seems like she blends in. Most importantly, by being with Davette and constantly chatting, I no longer feel lonely. What? By talking with someone you no longer feel lonely? Isn't that a bit like saying that you no longer feel stationary because you're now walking? I mean... oh dear. We're not the brightest fingernail on the hand, are we? Oh yeah, Davette, why did you bring such a huge bag? There's no bag there. I'm glad you asked. With a hee-hee, Davette opens the Boston bag she had let sink down from her shoulder. A variety of things come out, such as a flashlight, insect repellent, a simple blanket, first aid kit, matches, and snacks like chocolate and cookies. Fuck me, they like cookies, don't they? Just too damn big on those cookies. What is all this? Davette, where do you plan on going? Ignoring the twitch developing on my face, Davette thumps her chest. Geez, to the aquarium, but since we're investigating urban legends, we should at least have some supplies. The fuck do you think we're... This is an aquarium, not a safari. We're not going to see them in the wild. Rather than an investigation, the equipment she has reminds me more of going on camping in the mountains. The snacks and blanket aside, where in a city this size would we need insect repellent or a flashlight? I don't know. In case we snuck into somewhere and needed to stay there overnight, that's the only thing I can think of. I keep those feelings to myself and just smiled. I let out a breath that is half exasperated, half amused. Hang on, I'm posh. Exasperated. Exasperated, what was I thinking? I don't get sick of being with him, Davette. He did it again. Whether Davette is aware of my exasperated gaze or not, hang on, you just said that word. Damn you, writer. She starts to take something out, quickly shoves it back in. She gives me a smile, implying some secret. Oh no, wait, it's too soon for you to see that. What were you about to pull out? I'm not telling. Upon saying that, Davette quickly closes the bag. The way I see it, it is a wonder she fit all of the supplies she had just a moment ago. I wonder where it's all being stored. I'm told this wasn't a divine slice of life. The first 7 minutes have just been bollocks. I mean, something interesting happened, I'm sure. By the way, no club today. I'm told that this does get interesting, and it's not just a slice of life with schoolgirls. Jump cut? What jump cut? By the way, no club today. I ask with the underlying question of whether or not today is a day off for the club. At my question, Davette averts her eyes. No, probably no club today. Really? Giving a brief answer, I start walking. Oh my god, we're going somewhere. Upon hearing her reply, I immediately understand it as, she skipped it again. But not wanting to ruin the merry mood, I merely quicken my pace. I'm not in any clubs, but even I know it's not good to skip. Speaking honestly, I want her to show up for her club, as she seems to be respected even by students from other schools. Coming here together like this makes me equally guilty though. Once I get thinking, I don't usually stop, so the conversation shifts to a ramen shop that catches my eye. Is that ramen or ramen? It's probably ramen, and I'm just being a twat, aren't I? Ugh. Oh, May, do you want to get lunch? Huh, you caught that? We're in a bar called Ocean Cruising. Why is Ocean Cruising in English and then everything on the menu is in Japanese? Ocean Cruising, what kind of name is that? It just looks sort of like a regular thing for me. Yeah. Feeling as if she has seen right through me, we head into a nearby coffee shop. It is apparently famous following its coverage in a magazine for a sandwich that was overflowing with vegetables. Oh, it sounds ghastly. I say apparently because on excitedly finding the restaurant, Dave had shared this. Compared to a hamburger shop, this place is a bit intimidating and trendy Intimidating? Trendy? I don't see any neon fucking lights. It looks like a normal restaurant. But since I'm with Davette, it doesn't bother me. Shoving the roast chicken sandwich with extra olives? What the fuck are you eating? Roast chicken sandwich with extra olives. Oh god no. That I ordered into my mouth. The unease I have been feeling disappears. In contrast to my fervour, Davette eats her avocado and shrimp sandwich in small bites. Fuck me, you're a bit close to me. Well then, about our plans for today. Davette starts in as soon as we have finished eating. We'll start with the aquarium. No matter what, that's the main thing. So we'll look into the old man's ghost and closed off deep sea fish booth rumours. We'll start with... Thanks. After all, we'll go to the shops and finally have some ice cream. You can't tell me once we're there. We've been over this. Was the writer being paid by the word? It's what it seems like. Said, until it gets better, it'll get better. It's fine. I think it's better to get the cookies and cream first. If you eat 2 times, you'll mess up your stomach. Stop putting on that face. That's not a normal smile. You have to smile like that, like a 3. That's not gonna happen. And get fat. Oh, thanks. You won't be able to wear a bathing suit. Oh, Davette, it's no fair that you put it that way. It isn't fair. Davette is in the exercise club, so she will be fine. But for someone like me who doesn't exercise enough, it makes me stop and think. Having said that, I wanted to go to the pool. It is all the more important. Okay, then we'll stick with my plan. That was a delicious meal. Urged on by Davette, I decide to leave the ice cream shop for another time. Oh, thank God. Talking about silly things together, we leave the station behind. As opposed to the station's excellent cooling system, the city streets have a peculiar humidity and heat to them that envelopes our bodies. Envelops, sorry. The beginning of July, summer has only just begun, and I can already tell it is going to be a tough one. I completely understand that. Fuck hot summers. We weave our way through the crowds until we are 10 minutes away from the station, finally ending up in front of a skyscraper. A skyscraper? It looks like a normal mall. Whatever. The building is a symbol for the people of Manten, a combined facility for commerce, what you might call a fashion building in reference to the business it contains. Manten is a town known as a place people go for amusement. For amusement. Back in my day. Jeez. Let's go Pepperidge Farm on us. If you really want to have a good time, they have a movie theatre, arcades, and several shops, though you need to have money. Oh, really? You need to have money for arcade shops and movie theatres, do you? Because of that, young men and women are more numerous than boys and girls. In this town of people older than us, David scans the panels for each floor without fear, saying, the aquarium is... People are concentrated around the panels. Panels? I have no idea. Oh, that is a skyscraper. That's a skyscraper. The thing we were looking at wasn't. Yeah. Of little help to Davette and trying to take up as little space as possible, I leave the search to her and gaze up at the building. I look up and up, but the top of the building is so far I think my neck will snap. We'll leave that one alone. That's magnificent. This building was built not long after I was born. It had been finished before I could walk, but the first and only time I came... Just get on with it! Holy shit! It's been 15 minutes of nothing! Oh, God! Just drivel! From the elevator landing, we need to head up to the top floor to the separate Manten East building. The elevator is the type that has a glass window so you can see out. That is the only thing that's distracting me from my gloom. A crowd of people get on with us, but almost all of them are gone by the time we reach the floor that contains the aquarium. They probably stopped off the apparel or sundry shops. It isn't that we aren't interested, but Jimeno recommends it's crowded now, so let's come back when it's less busy, and that keeps us back, deciding to stick with the plans we made back at the coffee shop. Thank you for reiterating that again. I didn't win. I wasn't aware, sorry. Finally, we're at the fucking aquarium! Oh my God, it took us long enough. Oh, I'm so glad we're finally here. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere immediately switches to a lively one. The sounds of chatter are drowned out by the roar of a large fan. The lighting is dim and tinted slightly blue. The windows are also covered, giving the feeling that this has suddenly become night. As this is an aquarium, it makes sense that the concept is based around the ocean. Yes, the pungent smell of salt is a major change. But why would... Yeah, the ocean is how I'd want to smell something. Look, guy, I want everyone to come into my aquarium and I want them to smell salt. Heavy salt. Oh man, there are 6 bodies you can go to for that kind of shit. Amazing, it's like we've dived into the deep sea. That's what I thought too. Instead of being targeted at families, lately it seems like more of a date spot for adults. Or at least that's what the magazine said, but it's true. Is the game trying to tell me something? It's subtle, isn't it? Even though this is my second time coming here, it feels like the first time. Next to the entrance is a souvenir shop, though it lacks the usual boisterous voices. It appears to be a place that can be reached both from the inside and outside, but it doesn't seem to get many customers. Just as David had said, the aquarium seems to target adults. In an atmosphere like that, even David looks nervous. Hey, May? What's up? I forgot to tell you one important thing. What? It's an aquarium. What? Are there killer penguins inside? Should I be careful because maybe the penguins speak fluent Japanese? What? David makes a mysterious face. A mysterious face! Oh my god! Brings her mouth to my ear. What? Did you drop your wallet or something? No, that's not it. This is something I heard. That's a bit of an urban legend, but they say the amount of people going missing is on the rise. There's a rumour that this month alone, the number missing is well into the double digits. Huh? We have this conversation in front of the metal rack that holds the map of the aquarium. Aside from the map, there is a guide to Manton East building and information on affiliated hotels. During that time, we hear the sound of the elevator opening and closing, but do not see the people going into the aquarium. Manton used to be a shopping district, right? That seems to be why, even if there are lots of runaways, the media wouldn't pay much attention. But it's double figures! You can't ignore it! Well, the media still wants people to come to this lovely town and lovely shopping mall, so we're just gonna not mention the loads of people who are going disappearing. It's fine. But supposedly many of the missing persons had stopped off at Manton Aquarium. That rumour, who did you hear it from? Who indeed? No one in particular. You know how rumours spread. Yeah, someone has to tell you a rumour. You don't get floating heads coming around just being like, gossip, gossip, Chris is made out with Dave. Like, you know, that doesn't happen. At David's word, I felt a cold shiver along my spine. Regardless of how credible the rumour was, a sense of dread shoots through me. Considering my past, it's natural that I would feel connected to missing persons in my age range. Not even go there. Especially if they are runaways. If that is the case, it would send chills along the back of my neck. Thank you! The writer had to be paid by the word. He's just repeated the Teenage girl. Oh god, how scary. Why on earth? You could have told me before this. Well, I thought if you heard about it, May, you might not have wanted to come. Oh, so you forgetting to tell me was a lie then, you little... I had intended to protest firmly, but it still ended rather anticlimactically. Ghosts may exist and they may still be unable to come back, but that doesn't mean I'm interested in visiting places where they are. This is proof that David has her own strange interests, yet it still makes me feel even more worried. This rumour has a continuation. Specifically, people who saw the deep-sea fish booth never came home. How the fuck do they know that? These people went missing! Were there survivors? Hang on a minute. I feel that someone's stalking me. I need to write down everything I saw at an aquarium. Like, how would they know that? Sure, you can tell a loved one or someone, hey, I'm off to an aquarium. Hey, I'm off to an aquarium and I'm going to make fucking sure that I'm going to see a deep sea fish booth. How on earth would you know? David relays those two pieces of information that frighten me with a smile. The rumour itself aside, she wanted to pass over the question of why people were able to see the closed-off deep-sea fish booth in the first place, not wanting to discuss it at all. Wait a minute, David! Something else is tied in beneath that fear. Something about the aquarium and the missing persons who didn't come. That was essentially... the fuck was that? Okay, we're getting to the interesting bit, finally! Only took 23 minutes of drivel.